it. That's all that really matters. And I pride myself on like I like having the ball, and I think my teammates and my coaches trust me with the ball for to get fouled and go to the free throw line. So uh, the fact that I can come through for my team in that way, even when I wasn't making shots in the end, just to build my confidence and to ice the game in that sense. I still love the Filipino crowd, and like they love basketball, so it doesn't matter. Like no hard feelings. I love it.
Good evening, Coach Ivan Saldahan from Dagot Philippines and PNA. So there was one play late in the game where it appeared that Jamie Malonzo touched the ball last, but at that time he already used the challenge. So do you think we would have used the challenge in that play instead?
I mean, there's a couple of plays even before, during third quarter and early fourth quarter, that I want to use the challenge. But you know, I have that sense that this game is going to go down to the wire, and I want to keep my challenge to the last second. I would say maybe you're right, maybe I should wait on it, but it was 1 minute to go, so maybe I anticipate that maybe we will not have another one. So I used it on that last minute. This type of stuff, you never will predict. You know, sometimes you're gonna take the bad call, the good call, but I think at the end of the day, we will live with whatever the outcome is coming.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good evening, Coach, and congratulations on the win. Sid Ventura from ESPN Philippines. Coach, just talk about the performance of your veteran Zaid Abbas tonight. He's been with the national team since forever. And what does he mean to the team, and just comment on his contributions?
I think Zaid give this team, very very much experience. He's the veteran. For us, his job is not only on the court. He's helping with the team in the locker room. He's a locker room guy. All the players respect him, respect his word. Respect him as a player and what he did for Jordan basketball. I think he's one of the best who ever played for Jordan. And I think in the minutes, we're not giving him 3 minutes, trust me. He's earning it. He's practicing hard. He's staying in shape, He's trying to give his best. As you see tonight, he played about 13 minutes with 10 points, 3 rebounds. So he's a big addition to us coming off the bench in certain games. And, he respects our decisions, and he's the leader of this team.
Thank you.
Congrats, Coach. Can you tell us, moving forward from here on to the World Cup, can you tell us, how you're gonna further strengthen the team and what the plans are for Jordan as before you come back to the Philippines? And how soon will be? Well, I'm not sure actually if you're.
We're not sure in Philippines or as you know, we talk to the federation and we have our pre-plan. Let's call it. We have the plan sitting, and now we need to execute it. When we leave, going back home, the guys, they have the league, the Jordanian league, still going for the next 2 months, March and April, and then we're going to start on May, and we're going to have about 4 months to prepare the team. Definitely, we're looking to play a lot of high-level games with some camps for sure. So we believe with this team to stay with this team together for a long period, we're going to get much better. We're going to get much stronger. As I said, one of the problems we have, which is I believe it's for everybody. It's with the windows, you have like really short time to work with the guys. But in this summer, definitely we're going to stay together longer time, and this team is going to be much better and much stronger. We're looking definitely to do a better result than the first 2 participants in the World Cup.
And a quick follow-up. How good does it feel to have won both your away games to end the window? Must feel quite tremendous.
Yeah, actually, I'm glad you asked me that because we actually qualified before playing any games. So the fact that says a lot about us, forget that we qualified because Saudi Arabia lost to New Zealand. Like, we earned it now. We deserve to be here. Now we can go back and no one can tell us anything or whatever it is about, I know because they lost we're in, this and that. I think we proved ourselves this window. and just end on a high note, as Coach said. Last impression, right?
Right.
So I think moving forward, we're just going to build on this, hopefully.
This is for Freddie. Of course, Freddie, from the point of view of a player, I know you are looking forward to some great matchups come the World Cup. Of course, in relation to that, what if Jordan is drawn in the same group as Canada?
Actually, I played against Canada already, my first World Cup in Shanghai, I believe. But I was, rookie on the team, shaved head, no real role on the team, right? So I was very more shy, I guess. Now I have a bigger role, more confident. The people trust me more, so I feel like I would always love to play Canada, but it doesn't matter. There's a lot of good players in the World Cup, and put me against any of them, and hopefully, I'm going to try to do my best against anyone.
In relation to that, have you played against any of them growing up? And have you come across any of the players when you were growing up?
The Canadian national team? I've played some open gym games against Corey Joseph, and he was the starting point guard at the time, so that was one guy.
All right, this is the end of the first part of the press conference. We'll be back soon with Gilas Pilipinas representatives. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Freddie. Congratulations. Okay, welcome back. This is the second part of this post-game press conference. We now have with us Coach Chot Reyes and Jamie Malonzo from Gilas Pilipinas. Coach, can you please give us your comments about the game?
Well, obviously, very, very bad start. It was a nightmare start for us. Credit to Jordan. They came out very sharp, very good game plan. They prepared for us really well, and you saw that with the score in the first half. However, credit to our guys for not giving up. 25 points down, and we still clawed back. We gave ourselves a chance to win the ball game. And in the end, that's what these games are for, right? To get exactly what my pre-game talk was about. This is another test. That when Friday is done, it's over, this is another test. And tonight we got tested, and despite the result, still very pleased with the way we played, particularly in the second half.
And Jamie, can you also please give us your comments about the game?
For sure, just disappointed we didn't get the dub today, didn't get the win. It was a super hard fought battle for sure for our team, and anytime you come down 20 to 25 points like that and get that close to winning, super disappointing, super sad about it. But it probably happened for the better of our team, because we're gonna come back stronger for sure. We're gonna grind from here. So.
Okay, any questions in English?
Thank you. Good Good evening, gentlemen. Ion Bayato from Radio Pilipinas. Coach, question on that final ensuing play. Your thoughts on that, on the important missed free throws from Scotty, and overall, how were you able to adjust during that third and fourth round?
Well, like I told Scotty not to get down on himself, he wouldn't have gotten to the free throw if he didn't rebound it anyway. Siya rin naman ang kumuha ng rebound na yun, di ba? So, you know, those things happen. And Scotty is going to be a much better player from that. That's happened already before in our history. I'm sure you remember those things in the past. And like I said, you know, it was his efforts that he got the offensive rebound. Unfortunately, he missed. When it matters, I don't think Scotty will miss again. That's number one. And with the adjustments, we just tweaked some things in our defense at halftime, and then also made a more intentional effort to counter what they were doing defensively. We gave up 60 points at halftime. I mean, Tim Cone was almost having a heart attack at that round. But we only gave up half of that in the second round. So, you know, like I said, great adjustment. Yun lang, kapos lang talaga.
Wala pa. We have to wait for the draw. It's very difficult to plan and prepare blindly. We have to figure out who is in our group to know how we are going to prepare the kind of competition. We're going to go on a training camp and play tune-up games, but we have to know who we want to play, and that is going to be determined by who is in our bracket in our group. That's number one. The only thing that's on our plate right now is when to call the guys in to practice for the SEA Games on May 5. So right now, that's on our plate. But for now, for me, I have to get on a plane tomorrow morning to go to Japan for the EASL, for talk and text, right? So a quick turnaround. These guys, they're playing on Wednesday. So it's going to be a quick turnaround for a lot of the guys on the team. And like I said, it is what it is. So right now, for the World Cup, wala pa muna until we find out the draw. Yes.
Good evening, Coach Chot. Jamie, Michael Ogado from Malaya. Coach, how would you assess the performance of Justin Brownlee as your naturalized player in this window? And do you think, did it somehow make you think twice, or for the naturalized player spot in the World Cup, or Jordan Clarkson is really shooting for that spot?
The reason, well, first of all, with Justin's performance, there's little to say. I mean, you all saw how effective Justin is and how well he played. As regards who the naturalized player is, Jordan has always, Justin has always known that he makes himself available for whatever is required by the team. If we need someone to play in specific tournaments, if we need someone to play as a backup for Jordan Clarkson, he's willing to play that role. Having said that, there are no shoe-ins in the team. There's no one with a lock, and that goes for everyone. So for right now, there are no shoe-ins. So that goes for all the local players and even the naturalized players. Because we have another naturalized player, right? We have Ange Kwame, and we're not ruling out the possibility of even going out and looking for another 6'10", 6'11" guy. With all the uncertainty surrounding the Kai Soto situation, if he's not going to make himself available, then I think we have to think about that as well. I mean, that's just part of all of the planning that's on our plate right now.
Hi, Coach. Was there anything new that you discovered about any of your players in this window, or would you have any main takeaway from this sixth and final window?
Lots of takeaways, specifically with regards to players more than the technical skills, the basketball skills, alam na natin yun eh. But what's more important are the attributes. Their behavior, how good a teammate they are, how they perform outside the basketball court. On this team, that's just as important as what they do on the court. And, I can't divulge it here, but there's a lot of things. That's why we like these situations where we get new guys in. Even the guys who didn't make it, even the guys who didn't play, or the guys who played limited minutes. So those are important in our consideration. Are there guys who will be happy with limited minutes, or will their guys be happy with limited touches, or they can only function if they have the ball a lot in their hands, or if they're shooting a lot, or volume. And you're not going to get your volumes in a team like this. So those are the things that are very, very important in the things we do in our consideration. And most importantly, can you play both sides of the ball? It's not only offense we're looking at, but we're also looking at players who can defend, who can hold their own against really good international players. So yes, we discovered a lot. Remember, we have a lot of new guys on this lineup, so we learned a lot about them here.
Thank you, Coach.
Ivan Swing from the Daily Tribune. Jamie, now with the window is all said and done, any lessons that you have learned that will really improve your game back when you go back to the league?
For sure. Just being with the team now, this is my third window, I believe, and I'm just learning my spots within the Coach Chot's system, and just picking off of that, I'm sort of learning where to be, how I can attack, how can I be an impact. So just learning the system as well, and just taking it upon that and getting better every time with that. So yeah, for sure, just learning my spots for sure.
Coach, Coach,
senior ka na ba? Ako lang ang senior.
Going back to the SEA Games, Coach, is there already, may plan na ba? Is there a plan already to train once a week? Because it seemed effective in the lead up to the windows. And second question in relation to that, is Justin Brownlee a shoe-in for the SEA Games?
Again, there are no shoe-ins for the World Cup, the SEA Games, anywhere. The first thing we're going to do when I get back from Japan is we're going to reconvene as a coaching staff, and then we're going to put a plan together. Right now, the plan is in place. There are broad strokes to the plan, but the finer details are to be fleshed out as the competition comes near. So we fleshed out the details for this window. Now this window is over. Now it's time to flesh out the details for the SEA Games. But certainly, we're going to, if it's on May 5, we're going to call practice in the first week or second week of April. And then we'll take it from there.
Follow up. Coach, just your overall reflections about all the windows, because Coach, marami nangyari, and eventually you picked up victories, I think 5 of the last 6. So just your overall reflections on the window.
Work in progress, I guess, is the best way to put it. We started off really, really poorly, in a bad space. Remember, I was appointed, and then we played the window right away, 2 weeks after or 3 weeks after. And then we had some tournaments, and I'll be the first to admit that we really did not do well, and I've always taken accountability and responsibility for that. But when we got the program together and got the players, and more importantly, the practice timed in, then I'm sure you would all see that there's been an improvement in the way the team has developed, has continued to grow. But I'm saying it's a work in progress because we're still in that developmental stage. in the end, that's what we can take away from these windows. Knowing the players, knowing their off-court behavior, knowing what they can do and how they fit. I've always talked about fit in two ways: how they fit into the way we want to play and how they fit with each other. That's always the two types of fit. And the third fit is how fit they are physically, fitness. If you have a nagging injury or you have a whatever, you're not going to be in the lineup. So we want to get the fittest of the players. So that's it. So those three things were the main takeaways that we had from the window.
Good evening, Coach Ivan from Gilas Philippines. So, are you still hoping that Jordan Clarkson will still be acknowledged by FIBA as a local, so you can bring them together with either Ange or Justin in the World Cup lineup?
I believe in miracles, but they've already said categorically no. But we're still trying, and if there's a miracle, that will be the best situation for us, right? But for now, we're planning as if it's a no, because right now it's a no, so we have to plan accordingly.
Thank you.
Coach, I'm with you at helm back in 2014 in Seville. Gilas had a stellar run, and it felt like a home or the Philippines as host. How do you see our hosting happening, especially with home fans here and other venues? Thank you.
Well, we played so well in 2014 because of the quality of the preparation. I mean, we had been able to spend a full month with Andre Blatch as a team, as a unit, and then we were able to train in Miami, and then we flew to Spain early. We got a nice tune-up pocket tournament in France, and then we got a nice pocket tournament in Guadalajara, in different areas in Spain. And we got massacred. Nabugbog tayo ng todo dun. But that's when we felt that, that we were ready. Because when we were getting clobbered, we were fighting back. And then we even went to New Zealand and we played the Tall Blacks. With that kind of preparation, it showed in the way we played in the World Cup. So we want to replicate, if not improve on that type of preparation, and hopefully we can come in and play at that kind of level. But doesn't matter how well you play, a big factor also is who you're grouped with, right? So the draw is also going to be very important. So hopefully we get a little bit of a break and get the teams that we have a chance to beat in our group when the draw comes out.
Chot, I wanted to ask, like you said, nobody's a shoe-in, right? Could you elaborate a little bit more what you can about the chances of Kai being in let's say, in the World Cup? And to prep for the World Cup, are you going to be requiring whoever you choose to be available, or you say, like, you got to be there, let's say, from a certain time, obviously, because all the lead up is like,
you can't just come and show up and be on the team, right?
Okay.
Doesn't matter who you are, you have to be able to be part of the preparation. So that's part of it. It's not just being available 2 weeks before and all that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
So mga when, kaya mga May, ganon?
It has to be, the plan is we're going to go out as early as June, middle of July. So we have to put in the time and the preparation time.
All right, this question of mine is for Jamie. Jamie, I would like your personal opinion or your personal thoughts on this. Do you have any three particular teams that you wish would be drawn in the same group as the Philippines? That you, from the point of view of a player, from the point of view of a player.
Any three. Probably, just some of the better teams in Asia for sure. I would love to play against some of the best talent around the world. would love a challenge, and maybe get to play against some NBA guys and on different teams for sure. So yeah, just maybe teams like New Zealand, Australia. Shoot, there's tons of NBA guys around the world. Maybe a Japan team. So for sure.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach Chot. Thank you, Jamie. The post-game press conference is officially over. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, so